Everybody, how we doing? Afternoon all. Whew. Bit warm, bit close, bit humid today. Bit humid down here in the southwest of England. It's a bit humid. So, a bit later today. Obviously, Mrs. Crunch, as I explained last week, is back to work. And I thought rather than come on early and then rush to get off, I'll come on later and it won't be so much of a rush. Although I've still got to do my usual chores. I've got to go and sort the dishes out and cook tea. So I thought I'd give us a couple hours to have a play. So should be fun. Been looking forward to building this kit for a while actually. Paul, Mr. Cody's bought one and built it himself. Looks really good. So looking forward to not having to keep looking at my charts all the time for resistor values, because I believe this is a resistor calculator as well as a normal calculator. I'd say I've not built it, so I don't know. So what have we all been up to then? Anybody been doing anything interesting? George reckons it's not going to take more than 20 minutes to build. That's great, George. Ever the optimist or pessimist? I can't remember. I don't know which one it is. So afternoon, Derrick. This kit's been kindly donated by Derrick as well. So thanks again, Derrick. I've still got another. Gave two away. Built the airband kit. We've got this one and we got the radio kit to build. That looks like it could be a bit tricky. But yeah, still got one left after this kit, I believe. So George is saying I'm late. It's a late one, but shouldn't take long to build. Afternoon, Colin Parnell, Michael Hyde, Pat Jones, Mike Atlantis. Looking forward to something different again. It does seem to be different, doesn't it? Got to mix it up a bit, haven't you? Otherwise, it just gets samey. So it's certainly we've had some variety recently. I've also got all the caps in now to do the Sony, thanks to Paul. And I should be doing that at some stage. Dynatron Atlantis is pretty much done. Just got to put it back together now. I've glued the tops back on the knobs. Just got to put the hardware back on those. Fingers crossed, everything's sorted. Michael Stevens, hi Michael, how are you? Have I uncovered a Commodore Business Machines prototype? Sadly not, Michael. Hi Benji, how are you? Hi Barry, hi Charlie. You built this kit about a year ago, worked for 2 months and just died. Could not find a chip replacement. It's now in the box of spares. You think it's the main chip then, do you? Afternoon Dom. Afternoon Doug. How you all doing? George is watching YouTube. I went, what have you been up to, George? Not what are you up to at this exact moment. Dear oh dear. Hope you've all done your sponsorship bit for George's missus as well. Oh, I'm messing with my camera light now. I try to get focus and I hit the aperture. Just yeah, so hopefully I don't know if you want to post the link in there, George. That yeah, George's good lady is doing a sponsored head shave from Macmillan. So all for a good cause. So you've been watching YouTube all day, George. I was tempted, but I had to get that diesel ECU put back together. So that one's all back together and out the door. Don't hold up much hopes for it though, sadly, but your messenger, the link, you can't post it. Can't you, George? I might be able to. Let me have a look. Let me have a look-see. Let me have a look-see. Let me have a look-see. If my computer goes a bit faster. It doesn't like it. It really does struggle when I'm live streaming. It doesn't like to do anything else. It only likes to do live streaming. Where is it? Come on. Looks like Dom's building something. Oh, George just sent me the link anyway, is he? Is that the link, George? We're just scrolling back through the chat to earlier. Here we go. Young Maggie Christophe. Braving the shave. To do some before and after pictures, George, won't we? That's a bit of a big link. That should work though. So try that, people. Have a click on that link and do your bit. Sponsor George's Missus. It's all for a great cause. I'm sure we've all lost people to the big C, myself included. So a very worthwhile cause. Mike's going to put champagne in the fridge ready for when the Atlantis arrives. A bit itchy, isn't it, with the dogs? AF RF signal tracer doesn't work. Oh no. Is that what you were building, Dom, was it? Hi, Phil Taylor, how you doing? Good stuff, George. Who's actually doing the shave though, George? Are you doing it, or have you got one of your girls doing it? Who's doing the business on her? Is that light on? Let's just turn that light off. Yeah, who's doing the business on her? Hi Dave, how are you? First time catching one of these in a week or so. Yeah, I'm a bit later on today, Dave. It does suit people that are out working, so we've got to look after everybody, haven't we? You're doing her head. Oh dear. What could go wrong, George? Does she really trust you? Is it just the clippers, or are you actually doing a wet shave on it afterwards as well? Shiny top. Well, as I say, it's for a great cause anyway. So there you are. The link. I'll stick the link in the comments as well for this video. As for the polished dome, we shall see. Yeah, wet shave on top afterwards, George. Get it to the bone, to the bone. If you're gonna do it, you've got to do it right, haven't you? It's the only chance you'll probably have, George. Go for it. Are you doing yours afterwards, George? Right, let's have a look. Let me just see what cameras I got. So I've got the webcam there. That's fine. I can see forward. I haven't brought the laptop up, which is a mistake. I'm going to need to go and get that one in a minute. So, does it work better with the overhead camera? Or does it work better with the main camera? If I had it up a little bit, that would be... I don't know. We could have them all going, couldn't we, really? But, what do you think, people? Do you think the overhead camera for the build, or the main camera? I suppose the main camera is a bit more three-dimensional, but the other one I can get in a bit closer with. Who knows? Who knows? Any ideas? What do you prefer? Let me just go and grab my iPad a minute, because my phone's run out. I'll be back in 2 ticks. Right. It's on your wedding anniversary, is it? That's a nice present, George, isn't it? A good old shave. Right, I'm just getting the chat up on here a minute, if it'll let me. There we go. This is on go slow as well now. There we go. I should put it for you on that. We're in. I'm in business. Right. What's happening? Benji, are you not with the program? Are we disturbing you? Are you doing something, Benji? I was just asking whether it's better to do the whether it's better to do this camera or that one. I'm a bit in the way of that one, aren't I? I can shove myself out of the way. Let me get myself out of the way. No, that's two. Too big. Too big. There, baby me in the corner. First one. That one better, Dom, yeah? Okay, since Dom's the only one that's answered, then he can do it. You can see more with the first one. Alright, well I'll use this one for close-up if we need to go in close on something then. So here's the kit. As I say, very kindly donated by Derrick. It's got a little bag of hardware. We've got, looks like the LCD display. LED, LCD, isn't it? Got that to one there. But now I've taken it out, I don't want to go back in. Blue keys. Clear keys. Hi there, Stella Blade. You recently built one of these. Sometimes you wonder if I need a second calculator alongside it just to verify the answer. Is it that bad, Stella, is it? What have we got here? We got some pin headers. Looks like a couple battery holders. Looks like a transistor, some capacitors. Nothing too tax in there. We've got a nice little double-sided board by the looks of it. Yeah. It ain't got any batteries though. No batteries. We've had it. No batteries. Oh, I've got some. I think I've got some 2032s actually. In fact, I know I have somewhere. Somewhere. Don't start singing. So we've got a rather just trying to see what I'll have a look at the instructions in a minute. I'd just like to have a quick nosy first, really. Have we got another IC somewhere? Or is it all on this? Oh, I don't know. Let's have a look at the instructions. Well, we've got a printed thing, which I'm assuming we cut this out and stick it underneath the keys. Might be as well to reprint that. I think it's not the best printout. I'll have to see if I can measure that and redo that. Ooh, I don't know what they've used to print it with, but it's all gone pixelated. Oh, we have got some instructions though. That is good, and we've also got the nice brown plastic parts. As Simon likes these brown bits. I still remember Simon and that Christmas tree. I can't get that out of my head. Every time I see one of these kits with this brown film on it, I think of Simon. He put it together with it on, didn't he? He didn't like it at all. He couldn't understand why it was like all this horrible brown colour. But yeah, so we've got a Perspex kit for it as well to put it all in. So everything bar the batteries, by the looks of it. We're going to do some welding. I don't know if we can get you the instructions to follow along here. Detailed diagram instructions. Let's just get you on that a minute. If you can see this, that's upside down. It's the right way around for me. See if I can get you the instructions. So this is the instructions. It does say there detailed diagram, and this is as faded as it looks on camera. It's very patchy. There is a thing that says detailed diagram instructions. DIY, looks like Levithicon or something com. Detailed diagram instructions. Because that ain't brilliant, really, is it? I'll darken it up a little bit. Yeah, I imagine I can scan that code, can't I? But that's no good because I can't scan that with the laptop. I can only scan it with the phone. Let's scan it to get the my phone's gone into low power mode because the battery nearly went just now. Optimized high performance. Optimized we'll go for. Turn it on optimized mode. We're optimized. Right, let's just find a Q code reader. Restart your device to see your new resolution. Oh, I gotta restart. Forget that. Let's try and find it online. Hi Ganesh, how are you? Hi Gary. How's it going over your side of the North Devon, Gary? All alright? So let's see if I can work out what this says. It's like D-I-Y-L-E-Y-U-A-N. D-I-Y-L-E-Y U-A-N diulian.com .com /JC / it looks like LAQ Q .html. See if that comes up with anything. That's Chinese. Sorry, this web site might not be acceptable. DIY. Because I'm put www. Usually, yeah, here we go. Yes, there we go. This is more like it. Now we're talking. Right. That. What's going on? I don't know whether this is lagging or is this gone picture in picture. Should be on my screen now, but I can't see 100%. Yeah, you're right. The dog. The dog. Dog. Doug. They are easing the restrictions. For some reason, this is showing that I'm still on this. You're doing a goat curry. We're having chicken risotto tonight, Mike, so don't worry about that too much. So you should be able to see my screen now. Can anybody just confirm they can see the screen with these computer instructions? If anyone wants to follow along live, let me just pop that in the chat for you. You only just got the notification, Gary, did you? Huh. Brilliant. Okay, so you can see the circuit board. So yeah, this is a lot more detailed, isn't it? So it's telling you where everything's going. It looks like R3's got no value. In fact, it still doesn't tell you what the value is. Oh dear. It says that R4 is 1K. Doesn't tell you what R3 is though, does it? One 104 and 48. Yeah, that's pretty straightforward. 104 cap. Oh, that's nicer, isn't it? Okay. 3 different transistors, a 9013, 8550 and a 7550. That looks straightforward enough. What's the situation? I don't think we've got this bit, you know. I don't think we've got that bit. We might have a piece missing. I don't see that piece. Yeah, unless it's not on the board already. Houston, we have a problem. We have no connector, but I don't think I've got an IC either. I don't think I've got this IC. Let's get the parts out. I don't think I've got that. Okay. Let's get back onto my main camera. Go to the overhead camera a minute. So we got our circuit board, all good. One board of the circuit type. So there's our place that we need the socket. We've got the LCD screen. Good. There's not a list of parts on here. I'll have to make sure it's not falling out with this. It's just purely perspex in that one, so it's definitely not there. We've got our little letters, some rubber feet, so a little box of components, little bag of components even. So we've got our little tiny resistors. They're eighth of a watt they are. I don't think they're a quarter of a watt. There's one diode. So we've only got one diode as well. It says we should have two. Unless it's hiding somewhere. So we've got our pin header, we've got a pin socket, we've got our 3 transistors. What's this thing here? Just a bit of broken off plastic. I'm not sure what that is. We've got one capacitor, so we're short of I got off 1N4 and 4A. That's not an issue. Yeah. So we've just got some push buttons in that one, push buttons in that one, just some associated hardware, insulated spacers, nuts and bolts, and a on-off key. Where's it gone? Let me just double check that it's not dropped in underneath somewhere. Might have just come out of the bag. Well, we did check this last time, but I can't remember for the life of me whether I checked whether all the parts were there. I don't think I did. There's just some bits I've got for away. I've got another kit here, so it might have got mixed up in this kit. Sure, there's nothing else here. I did sort of keep it all together in one area. And that's get around to putting all these components away. I've got lots of components in for different projects, and they're all on the bench at the moment. Let's just have a look in this kit then. Let's put that back in the bag for a second. So we're definitely short of one diode at least. I should have, well, I've got one diode, I've definitely got plenty of those somewhere. I don't know what that white bit is. Let's just have a look in this kit, make sure it's not gone in, slid in with this radio kit accidentally. This is another one of our kits to build that's quite involved. There's even talk of having to buy a soldering iron specially to do this one. Oh dear, well, that was good, wasn't it? I think that's a non-starter for one. hang on, I'm putting the wrong bit. That just. Wow. That is a shame. At least just as well we checked it all first before we made a start on it. I'll have to play back the other videos just to see if I did check the components back then. But there's definitely no here. Oh, that's the speaker for the little radio there. It's definitely not here, people. Well, what should we do now then? What should we do now then? There you go. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's live stream. That was a good bit of fun. And I'll see you all soon. Bye for now. Oh dear. Derrick. It's Derrick there. Derrick, any idea? You haven't got it knocking about, mate, have you? It's not on the desk at home anywhere. So the main things we're missing is the IC holder and the IC. One inline, is it a dill socket they call it? I can't remember now. I don't think I've got any that big, and I think that chip might be a one-off as well. Let's get this back in safely in here and that out of the way. Just trying to get this LCD display, LED display or OLED display, whatever you call it, back in this bag. It doesn't like going in here because it's got spiky bits on the back. Still want it to get scratched. Right, okay. So we've got missing an IC, which is, there's a fair few pins on that. Let me just get the main cam back in. Build the radio. I can't build the radio either, George, because I need a soldering iron to do the there's that rubber silicone stamp thing to put the tracks on for the LCD display, and I need one of them cheap Weller soldering irons with a screw in it. I can't use my big one, that'll melt it. That'll melt the silicone, that will. So I'm just counting how many pins this is. So 1, 2, 1, 2. 28 pin chip, and it looks, I can't quite see what it says there. Does it say it on this let's have a quick look on the internet one that I just put in there. I did paste that in, didn't I? If not, I'll do it again. Hope you all know you. There's buttons missing too. Oh, the buttons are missing too, not the caps. Ah. So I'm just looking down on the sheet. So this is the name of it here. It's an IAP. Oh, come on, sort yourself out. It's like it's an IAP 15W4 15W4 13AS. AliExpress. eBay. That's from Qingdao, China. £6.39 for 2. So, did I see AliExpress there? That's more like it. One sold. Is that the same one? AP15W41 3AS. No, that's a different. That's an SMD one, isn't it? We don't want that. We don't want that. Yes, that's SMD version. It says 440 results. Let's go eBay. Yeah, these are all this SOP. We want a do one. There we go. A dip one even. £3.92. £4 shipping. God, they started putting their shipping up, haven't they, China? Ooh. Might be cheaper to buy the kit. Let's have a look. How much is a kit? Kit's 15 quid, so yeah. It ain't cheaper. Yeah, so we've got these push buttons missing as well then. Actually, no, I've seen them somewhere. I've seen them. Because I thought, oh, what have I bought those in for? I've seen them. Hang on then. Yeah, because you can see the sockets there in the middle with the IC. Hang on then, I've seen those push buttons here somewhere. I've seen them somewhere here. So I wonder if the other bits are in with them, because I thought, oh, I've bought those in to do my my test set. Where did I put those? There they are. Right, okay. So I have those. I've got the push buttons. Means I'm going to have to do a more thorough search here, doesn't it? Let's do a bit more of a thorough search then. Let's get some of this rubbish out of the way. It's not rubbish, it's all good stuff. It's in my to put away pile. That's my capacitors. So like Derrick says, we could carry on and just make a start on this, I suppose. There's diodes, I've got some 1N4 and 4/8 there, look. So I can use those. I might find it, you never know, it might just drop out the packet like those buttons did. I thought I saw those buttons knocking about as well. I did keep it all in one place here. It's like anything, isn't it? You put get stuff in and you put stuff on top of each other, and before you know it, it's buried and gone. Oh, damn. So that's tipping bits out everywhere. Dial cord and all sorts knocking about here. No, I don't think we've got that chip and the IC holder, because it would have been in that packet. Nope, officially not there. So found the buttons. Shall we go ahead and start putting it together anyway? I think Derrick was of the opinion that would be a good idea. What do you think? Shall we go ahead and put it together or not? Oh, cheers, Derrick. So if I when you say another kit, you mean another calculator kit, Derrick, or a different kit all over again? Radio Cruncher and the lost chip. Yeah, it's just disappeared. Theo, how you doing? Well, so far I found another diode. That's oh, that's that 1N4448. Okay, similar, but I've got plenty of 4148s here somewhere. Is it below there? Look at that. Look at me with my hands on a diode straight away. So there's another diode. So we can do the diode. We've got another calculator kit. Well, you might just need to send me the IC, Derrick. I think that's all we're missing, but we'll go through it and just double check that everything else is here. Hi Aston, how are you? Just got in. Ideal. Hopefully busy in the shop today, Aston. Lots of customers buying lots of things. Okay, so it's not got a list of parts, which is really slightly annoying, because we still might have some screws in that. Yeah, but I suppose, Derrick, if you send that on, Derrick, and I'll rob the bits out of it that I need. We can always order the other ones in. We just have to wait for it to come from China and pay their postage now. Right. So let's have a look what we're supposed to have. So we've got two battery holders. Let's tick this off on this little picture a minute. Oh, this is taking a while, isn't it? But you know, we can make a start on this. I wasn't expecting to finish it today anyway, to be fair, so we haven't really lost anything. If Derrick's kind enough to send me another one. It's come up from Derrick, Ron. Derrick very kindly let me have it. We've got some 2032s as well. I've not got the main camera on, so let's get the main camera on. So I should have me picture in picture, yeah, down the bottom. Yeah, so I've got some 2032s, so that's good. We need a couple of those. We've got our display. Again, it doesn't show the display, but luckily we've got the display. Just for put any 74 series logic in as a replacement, it'll be fine. I've got a bag of logic chips. I don't think I've got a socket of that size though. I've got plenty of sockets. I could double up some sockets, I suppose. You can butt them up together, can't you? How many pins did I say? That's 24? 28. 2, 4, 5, 6, 14. So I'd need 2 7s. 3, 6. No, that's too big. 2, 4, 6, 7s. So I could possibly double up 2 of those sockets. But then I did buy those in specifically for something. I can't remember what it was now. But then saying that, they probably won't fit in the... They should fit in the hole. eBay, Amazon. It might have dropped out in transit. I don't know. I mean, it might even be in with... it might even be in with Brett's kits that he won. So I could cobble up a socket out of 2 there. So I've got one of the... Oh, not bent legs. Just me being... Oh, it is a bent leg. I've got Derrick's pin leg bender. I can use that. So we can put that in. Although no, they're different heights. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work, so I'd have to put 2 7s in. But probably won't bother with that, because if I ain't got the IC, there's no point putting the IC socket in, is there? Although it's going to stop me putting the display board in. But never mind, I've got the buttons. So I should have 4 by 5, that's 20, isn't it? Should have 20 buttons, let's have a look. Yeah, we got 20 buttons, that's good. 20 buttons, we got our board. I was looking for a pen to take that off, I'll have to just use the highlighter for now. So we've got our buttons. We've got our 2 battery holders, they were there somewhere. They're in there, got those. 4 feet. So we should have the same amount as these. 14, 16, 18, 19. But then we've got that one there, 20, with the blue bit behind it. So there should be 19 of these, which is the back of the buttons. 2, 4, 6. 19, yeah, so all of our buttons are there. What's happening now? You keep asking what's happening now, Benji. Are you not watching? Pay attention, Benji. I'm just checking the contents of the kit because we have got some bits missing, Benji. Ever think of getting a magnetic bowl for your screws? I have got a magnetic bowl. I've got a couple actually, but they're full of screws, Ron. But no, this mat has got lots of little magnetic areas on it, so it's quite handy for screws. I don't put anything that can be zapped by magnetism on it, like EEPROM or something, then we could be in trouble. But yeah, there's quite a few magnetic areas on this mat for screws. So they're there. Hardware we're not really going to know till we get to build it. The important thing is the components, isn't it? So we found another 1N4 and 4.8. So we've now got two of those. Slightly different, but they should measure the same. So these are pretty miniature, so we've got 3 different lots of those. So let's see how many resistors we should have. We should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 resistors, and we've got 7. So we've got 7 resistors, not 5. So we should have 3 10Ks, a 1K and a 330. So let's get the old cooker out. That sounds like the rain that I was waiting for. Looks like the rain's coming. So, okay. I'm going to have to get the glasses on for these because these are tiny. A miscellaneous IC bin. I do, but I'm trying to think where it is. It's not near the bench anyway, so we're okay, Bjorn. It's not near the bench. I've got I think I put it up in the loft actually. My IC bin. Yeah, all my ICs are pulled out and put safe. They're all safe. I mean, I have got some bins with ICs on them, Bjorn, but I wouldn't have a clue what they are without looking them all up on the internet. and that could take a while. So what are you saying, Bjorn? 74 series logic. I don't think I've got any pins of that sort of length, you know, to be honest. No, they're mostly 10-pin chips. What's that there? PL2740. That's a 10-pin. Nothing there. And that's just transistors in that one. So no, I haven't got any. Not to worry. Let's crack on. Oh, you're kidding about the 74-pin logic, were you? So let's say orange, orange, black, black. It would be a 5-code one, wouldn't it? Where's my 5-codey thing gone? Don't use that one very often. Come on. It's in deep. Orange, orange, black. That's the 330s then. Orange, orange, black, black. So that's the 330s. So let me mark that. Save me looking them up again in a minute. So we've got 2 330s instead of 1. And what's this one? So they're giving us a spare one, aren't they? Looks like brown, brown, black, black. Brown, brown, black, black. $110? It's only a 10k or a 1k. Was it brown, black, black? Yep. Brown, black, black, brown. $1,000, so that's 1k. I'm getting there, people, slowly but surely. $1k. So this one should be the 10k in theory, but I don't think it is. So looks like brown, black, orange, gold. Brown, black, orange, gold. Yeah, there's something missing off of those. They're not very well made at all. I can barely see those. Even with the magnifying glasses on. It doesn't look like there's a... Unless it's gold. No. I'll have to put them on the tester, those. Flipping heck, we're not doing well here, are we? Let's put them on the tester. Let's get them on the LCR meter. This is going to be the 10k, I expect. 9.915k. So I don't know what was going on with the code there, but hey, hey Spanky, how you doing? It's not 13k, it's 10k for some reason. It's measuring 10k. Someone's actually written 10 on the bottom, look. Let's check these as well. Let's do a proper job, because I get told off by Alan House. He says check your components. Let's check these diodes are okay. Yeah, diode junction 0.7 4 drop. 0.694 drop. Well, not exactly matched, but that ain't gonna work. So yeah, we've got our resistors and our diodes all there. We've got a single capacitor C4, which is there. Let's mark these off. So we've got all those. We've got that one. Got those two. Got those. We've got our 104. Yes, that one's there. Check the transistors. So this is a 7550A. We've got that one. This one is 78550. Yep. And hopefully the last one is a 9013. Right, so we've got all the transistors there. That's our battery things. We've got those. P1, positive, negative. We haven't got whatever that is. P1, positive, negative. Let's have a look at the pretty picture one again. Was that literally just to solder the wires to? That might just be. Oh, I bet there's a battery connector that we've got missing as well. Is it 9 volt, this one? No, it's not. Of course it isn't. It's 22032s, isn't it? So nothing's connected to that. Okay, so we've got the pin header that goes on the display. We've got that. So we've got that one. And we've got the corresponding one that it goes into there. We've got those two anyway. So that we don't need. So yeah, all we're missing is the IC and the IC holder. Which seems really strange. Fade to black. Right, shall we check those transistors as well? We better do, I suppose, haven't we? Let's check them as well. Let's get this white sheet out of the way because that's going to blow the camera out. That's better. Let's just test these on the component tester. JFET. JFET. Whoa. So that's a 7550. It's a JFET. So should probably be careful I don't get that one near the magnetic part then. What's this one? This is the... I'll tell you what, I can't see after this. Hopefully my new glasses will be here near the end of the week or beginning of next week. This is a 78550. Sorry, S8550. The chip and socket was shipped together on a piece of anti-static foam. Yeah. They're definitely not here, Doug. PMP, that's showing good. And the last one. This is the S9013. Yeah, another good silicone NPN. So transistors are good. So we're good to go. Let's fire the soldering on up then. Let's make a start. I'm going to keep this silly thing on my head because it does make it a bit easier for me. So roll on the new glasses. Saying that there, well, they are a couple grades up from my existing ones. Cross-eyed, Benji. Right, so it's traditional to put in the smallest components first, just makes it easier. So we're going to go with the diodes and the resistors first. I expect this is all tinned with lead free, isn't it? Should we put lead free on it? To protect future generations. And all of that. Paul, how you doing? We'll put lead free on it. We'll go lead free. Because that's what we're supposed to do, aren't we, really, I suppose, these days. To be fair, though, you want to keep your leaded solder as long as you can. So if you don't need it, don't use it, people. Because it's expensive to replace. I know, unleaded is the work of the demon, but, you know, you've got to be able to solder with it, because sooner or later you won't be able to get the other stuff. So keep hold of your leaded solder as long as you can. Kit like this is tinned. This is all pre-tinned, so it's already got lead-free solder on it. I keep calling it unleaded, lead-free. I suppose the same thing, isn't it? Now the other thing I suppose is which way around do you solder them? I don't particularly like this, using the circuit board as a negative, really. That's the little battery holders. It's actually using the circuit board, so moving them in and out is going to wear the trace away eventually. Not that you're going to put millions of them on there, I don't suppose. Right, so let's have a look at my little diagram here. Lead-free, do the job properly, George. That's what I'm saying. Lead by example and all that business, isn't it? Okay, so let's put these in first. So we've got a 10k and a 1k. We've got three 10ks. Let's stick the 1k in first so we don't get confused. Then we've got a spare one. These are tiny. Shall we get up a bit closer now that we're... Actually, I'll tell you what we can use. Oh, I forgot. My present from Mr. Andrew Alsfer. This is going to come in immensely useful. Yes! PCB holder! At last we've got something we can use it on. Been waiting to use this for ages. This should be just the job. Look at this. Andrew very kindly got me this one. So shall we put it in that way? Or that way? That way probably be easier. No, I think what we've got to do is... Actually, I've done that wrong, am I? What we need to do is tighten that one in. Set up our distance. It is like a little miniature Black & Decker workmate, isn't it? Let that go and they've got it nice and tension now. So we can swivel it to suit. Oh, look at that. That is going to make the job a hell of a lot easier, because when I put it in I can just flip it around to solder it and pop it back again. Thank you, Andrew, if you're watching, mate. I am on the webcam, aren't I? Yeah. Right, we're ready, Got a bit of flux, we'll use a bit of flux. Probably don't need to, but we will. Can everybody see everything? Do you want the overhead camera, or are we alright with this one? What can we see on the overhead camera? Not a lot. Overhead camera might be better for putting the pieces in. We can get the glare off of it. Switch to that. That's better, isn't it? Okay. So we're up on this part of the board to start with. So a 1K resistor. Get in there because I can't see it still. No. So 1K, so 10K. Great until you've got to change the batteries, then the case has to come apart again. That's better now, Derrick. You can see that better, can't you? That's a cracking little board holder that Mr. Andrew Alsfer hooked me up with there. This is absolutely perfect for building a kit. I mean, lead-free solder is okay. It's not shiny. It doesn't take as well. You need a bit more heat. But, you know, it's the way forward, people. 10K, 10K. Got to keep an eye on the time as well, people, because I've got to make sure I'm sorted to get Mrs. Cruncher's tea. Done the chickens, done the dogs, so I'm in good shape today. Just straighten them up a bit. So I think Andrew was looking for something to distract him from the monotony of whatever he was doing work-wise today, so hopefully this will keep him occupied. Theo, your monthly sweet allowance. Cheers, mate. And our last one is 330, which is up the top by the jewels, so we're probably going to need to just slide it out a bit to put that one in. So we've got 2 spare resistors now. We've got a 330 spare and a 1K spare. Come on, get in there. Well, that's all our resistors in. Let's solder them up first, I think. So flip the board. It's like a game show, isn't it? Flip the board. I'll just try and get the glare off of it for you. There you go. Right, so let's see. Is that Simon in? Or Spanky Simon? What are your legs? Hi Mediaman. I don't know what that means. Someone just quickly Google that in case it's not very nice. So I'll put a bit of flux on it, or just help this lead-free solder go a bit better. And I'm using it's SN99-3 CU0.7, so it's 99.3. Is that tin SN? I think it is, isn't it? CU's copper. Right. I'm going to tin my iron because I've had leaded solder on that, so just going to tin that and wipe it back off again. Here we go, hopefully you can see. So I'm just using a standard chisel tip for this. So you can see it's not really taking very well. That's the beauty of lead-free solder. So let me go up to 350. I might even need 360. So it's a dull looking finishing it with lead-free solder. It's not flowing very well. Living old stuff. You don't really want to put masses of solder on it. They don't look very nice joints if you put too much solder on them. Too much on that one really. It's better. And that one. Okay, and the last one. There we go. Give me snippers. Again, from Mr. Andrew Asfer. Been very kind. Just take those legs off. I did drop all my capacitor legs down the back of the thing the other day. Oops. Gonna whack the camera now as well. All good. I like to give them just a quick touch up after I've done them. Just another bit of flux, just to make them all look nice and neat. Make 100% sure we've got no dry joints. There we go. So that's the resistors all in. See the solders come nicely through the other side as well. Yeah, it looks pretty good, that. I don't know if you can see that or not. So there we go. That's the first few bits in. What's next then? Let's do the diodes next. So again, they've got to be the right way round, and I'm in front of those by the looks of it. That way ground. There we go. So they've very kindly marked on the board which way the black bit goes. So both the same way around. Let's put these in. So these are 1N4 and 4/8. I think the one that I put in was slightly better quality. The legs are a bit thicker on the one that I provided. There we are, both the right way round. Let's flip her over. Where am I? I'm over here. God, that racket next door again. Dear, dear. There we go. Let's get the glare off. Yeah, a bit glary, but the bit that I'm working on is not glary. So let's stick a bit of flux on again, just to help it along. I'll pop my soldering iron temperature up to 360. Let me just see what that is a minute. That's okay. Just next door coming back. Just making a bit more noise for us. Dogs can bark at them. Right, let's carry on then. Stick the diodes in. You just got that holder. Yeah, very kindly given to me by Mr. Andrew Alsfa. It's brilliant for doing kits, isn't it? I mean, this is the first time I've actually used it, because Andrew gave it to me when he watched in dismay at me building the airband kit without a holder. Having to keep turning it over all the time. This is absolutely perfect for the job, isn't it? Okay, that's working a bit better now at 160. Sorry, 160? 360. It's flowing a bit better. Still not brilliant, is it? Bit too much solder on there, Graham, really. Just going to just put a little bit of flux on there. Tidy them up a bit. So let's make sure we're all right. Solder's come through okay, which it does look to have done. Yeah, all good. All good so far. Right, what have we got next? Transistors, I suppose, next. Make sure we get these in the right holes then. Otherwise we're going to be in trouble. There we go. So this first one is the 7550A, which is that one. S8550. Try and get them at sort of roughly the same height. Difficult to see whether they're straight with these magnifying glasses on, actually. Oh, and the last one should be 9013. Yeah. Dogs bark because they think it's their mummy coming home, you see. This is Cruncher. Straight-ish. All roughly the same height. Let's have a look. Yeah, they're all a bit laid back, these. Okay. Solder time. Let's have a look. Is that all three you can see? Yeah. Let's just try to get rid of that glare, really. That's better. You give your lead-free solder away, Ron, do you? You've got to save your leaded solder though. I'm just doing them alternate really to stop overheating them. Because technically you are supposed to put heat sinks on transistors when you solder them. As long as you're in and out fairly quick, you're usually okay. Okay, that looks okay. Let's flip it. Let's flip it. So let's make sure that solder's come all the way through. Yes, it has very nicely actually. Looking good. Roughly the same height. Well, no, not really, but they're all pretty even. Let's cut the old legs off. So again, I'll just quickly go over them. I should have my extractor on as well, actually. There we go. Get in there. Right, what else can we do? That's going to have to go on afterwards. We put these battery holders on. It's going to need a bit of heat, they are. Can't put that on yet, but I don't think the battery holders will be in the way of putting that in. Capacitor. C104. He wants to sit right down low on the board and it won't matter. Let's pop that one on. You don't have to put some flux on this. I've just got into the habit of doing it now, really. I've got plenty of it, so I'm going to do it right. So I've got my extractor going on now as well. Should have some sort of extraction if you're doing a lot of soldering, really. So again, we just touch those up. Should need a little more solder flux on there. Left that one a bit long, didn't I? Over generous with the leg length there, Graham. Let's put a bit of flux on it now because I have done it twice. There we go. That should be alright. Very nice. need to try and see if we can get this built really fairly quick now. So where did I put my battery holders? There's one. I think I may have put that. Oh, there's the other one. Let's put these in then, because as I say, these are going to take a bit of heat. So that's fairly thin metal actually. It's sort of holding in there though, so that's okay. Let's do the other one as well. Seem to go okay. And the other one. Come on. Still a glare. A little bit of flux on there. Helps things along, especially with this stuff. Let's have a look, make sure it's all gone through. Yeah, a bit more solder on these two. Well, not a bit more solder, just hold the iron on there a bit long. But that one needs a bit more solder. They have gone through, but just not as nice as I'd like. Just fussy, I know. Still not tinned as well as the other ones for some reason. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's that one side just doesn't look quite as nice. This one. Where are we? That side. Just doesn't look as flowed as well. I'm just going to touch it up from the top. It might be that I just need to put a bit more heat in it. That's better. Do the same for this one. Yeah, so the flux helps. That's better. Happier with that. That's my two battery connectors. Actually, neither of those. I don't think either of those are far enough down. I don't think either of those are far enough down. They need to be down a bit further than that. Or my... No, they can't go down any further than that. Okay, yeah, I'm getting confused. I thought that that little bit there that you can see on the bottom one, that little tab there, I thought that was supposed to touch the base, but it's not. This tab here, that's the backstop for the battery. Panic over, Graham. Now, are they straight? That one isn't very straight. That's because I've just moved it. So let's put a bit more flux on that and just straighten that one up. I've just moved it because I thought it wouldn't push through far enough, but actually it was. Can't see the screen at the moment either because my extractor's in the way. There we go. Right, okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Right, what else have we got to do up the top here? We've got our pin header to do here. Let's have a look which way around that goes. Let's have a look at the other instructions. Okay, so it's a socketed one that sits on top. So how are we going to do this one then? Just pull that back a little bit. Do it like that. Okay, there we are. So, where are we? Let's make sure you can see what we're up to. And we're soldering that one in there. So that's this little header here. Again, we should be able to get that one in. It does make it a little bit more awkward. And this is going to be quite awkward now because I can't bend the pins over really with this. So what I'm going to have to do is just put a bit of flux down on one pin. Get some solder on my soldering iron. Just tack that one. Go off. Do the same with the other one. A tiny bit of flux on there. There we go. So that was held in place. Put the extractor on. Yeah, I get confused with all this inches and millimeter stuff, Doug. I think I use 0.7 for transistor stuff, and I've got this one here which I use for the valve stuff and my amateur radio bits and pieces, which is 1.2 mil, whatever that is in imperial. So I use 1.2 mil and 0.7. That's the two solder sizes that I stick to. I've got some really fine stuff for SMD in that, but right, let's crack on and get this header in. There we go. There's a pin header in. All done. Now I think it's just the buttons left, and I think I might have just knocked one on the floor actually. So yes, I have. So we've got some bent pins on these, so these might take us longer than expected. Actually, that might be because I just knocked it on the floor. I just done out here. Right, time for the buttons. There's a lot of buttons. Should be all right in the camera there. So we've got some bent legs on some of these. So and what I'll do is I'll have a really good tidy up here tomorrow and clear the bench off totally and just make 100% sure that that's not hanging about here before we get Derrick to send his other one up. Hopefully these won't all fall out as soon as I turn it over. That's sod's law really, isn't it, that's going to happen. Yes, Ron, I'm missing an IC and an IC holder, mate. So unfortunately we can't complete this today, but we can have a bit of fun getting it this far. And then when the IC comes, it'll just be a case of plugging that in, building the case, and we'll be in business. We'd be fully calculated up. Yeah, that was a bit dodgy. Yeah, these have just been squashed in transit by the looks of it, the legs. They're not bad little tactile switches. As I say, when I came across the packet, I thought I bought them in for my Marconi test set. Right. Oh no, dropping in. Oh, hang on. That one didn't go too well. Spoke too soon, didn't I? Don't you break. So I'll have to do 2 there. I'll have to move the board across to do the last 2. Right, they all flush. That one's not. Okay. Let's get busy with the soldering. Hopefully you can see that. Where am I? Starting here. Yeah, not quite all in shot, but I'm sure you get the gist. Right, let's get the glare off. Fume extractor on. Happening very well. That's right. Fire in the hole then. Let's get them done. We will be doing some lovely sums. The board's moving as I'm soldering. It does take a lot longer with lead free, as you can probably see. So I'm at 360 on the iron as well. I would normally be at 330, 340 with leaded solder. Come on. Thank you. Come on. Oh, that one didn't go very well. Let's put a little flux on that one. Looks like these are on the ground plane, so these are going to need a little bit more heat. A lot of solder joints to do. We're getting there though. Another one on the ground plane. You can tell the ones on the ground plane, they just don't flow as easily as the other ones. Let's clean the iron up. Yeah, there's no beer consumed today, Paul. I might have a rum later to as a prize. For being a good boy and using lead-free soda, I get a prize of rum. Yeah, gotta get and start the tea in a minute, people. Risotto takes a while. Risotto done the traditional way. That's what's on the menu tonight for Mrs. C when she comes home. Another one on the ground plane, and this one is as well by the looks of it. This one. This iron's pretty good, it's not lagging at all. It is working really well. Just do these last ones, which I think are a little bit out of shot. Let's move that over a little bit. Spanky, thank you very much, mate. Yeah, good luck with that one, Simon. It's nice little radio, that. I'm not overly keen on those FM boards where they use the coils of wire as trimmers. You've basically got to you've got to open or close the coil to trim it. So Simon, aka Spanky's Magic Pipe Piano, has just bought a rather nice one of those, but FM is out on it. Right, let's have a look how we're doing. Have we got any that are lifted slightly? All absolutely bang on. So look at the solder coming through the other side. That one's not brilliant there. I just need to put another bit of flux on that one and redo it. Take that down into the no, it's not going through there anyway. It's not having none of it. Let's just give it a little touch up from this side then. It has taken, but I'm just fussy. Double vision now, what's going on? That looks horrible now. Better. Okay, last two then. Get the board back in. Computer's gone quiet, that's always a bad sign. Does that when the stream drops out. Don't say that. We're so close. Right, last two then. If we've got two left, I've only got one here. Knock the other one on the floor then, I expect. That's the problem when you've got components right on the edge of the table. Hopefully I don't run over it with my chair. It's always a worry because that'll really squash it. No, I can't see it there. I'm sure I counted the tactile switches, didn't I? Okay, where's it gone? One of them's run away. Come on, you naughty thing, where are you? What are we talking about beer calculations now? I have got one bottle left, I think. Cheers, everybody. Corporation Pop. Right, where is the missing push button? It must have fallen either on me or on the floor. Oh, I've got a screw loose. But I don't think I dropped it, but I'm sure I counted those. Maybe I made a cock up and counted them wrong. Oh well. We'll just have to stick that one in, then I'll have to find the other one. That's annoying. I'm sure I did have all of them because I counted them. This lead-free solder is pretty bad, isn't it? It's just not really playing ball. I mean, look at that, that's a horrible, horrible joint. The more you touch it, the worse it gets. "19 switches, 20 buttons." Is that right? So I had one. I haven't got one of them missing as well, have I, Mike? I ticked them off as well. So even when I count them, I still get them wrong. It doesn't hold up much hope, does it? So I've got one tactile switch missing. A live scream of me drinking 63%. No, George. Let's try this flux, see if that's any better than the other stuff. Let's give it a bit shiner joint. So I've got one push switch So I have one loose. Thanks for that, Paul. We did pop that in earlier on, but it did need a refresh. So yeah, people, don't forget, if you've not sponsored Mrs. Christophe, aka Maggie, then please do. She's braving the shave for Macmillan Cancer. So I've obviously got one tactile switch missing. I've got loads of tactile switches, but I don't think I've got any like that. I've got a drawer full of them here somewhere. What's that? I think that's a bit big, don't you? 2-pin. They're 2-pin. No, I've only got big tactile switches. Anybody needs any 2-pole tactile switches with a push button top, then just let me know. I've got loads of those. So I'm a tactile switch short as well by the looks of it. I could have sworn I counted those. But yeah, there you are. That, as they say, is it for now. There is the header to go in on the LCD board. Should we do that one? We've got 10 minutes. Let's do that one. Let's do that one as well. Right, let's just have a look at this. Where are we? Let's make sure I've got the right way around. Hi Leonard. Nah, it didn't fall on the floor. Mike reckons I counted them correctly, and I only counted 19, not 20. I have had a good look on the floor, Leonard, but I will have another look, but not right now. Let's get this pin header in. Rum Cruncher. I'll catch up on the chat in a second. I've had me sort of head down here a little bit. Right, let's have a look at the pin header for the... Yeah, this is a bit strange. I suppose it's got to go at an angle, doesn't it? If I show you the screen, look. My mic's doing weird stuff today. Is my mic gone? Strange. What's my mic connect? Of course, it's got a separate connection. This one. Ah, strange one. Mic's playing up now as well. Right. Try that again. So say that's the state of play. So it's got to go in that way up, was it? I'm just going to double check that now myself. Yeah, that's right. So you've got to solder this really close to the LCD. So I'm going to have to do the same again. I'm going to have to just put a little bit of solder on. Put a bit of this solder on now because it's a bit, seems to make the joint flow a bit better. This is supposed to be for lead free. So a couple little blobs of that on. Let's get the solder over. Yeah, I was messing with the mic. I was messing with the mic, Theo. It's my fault. That's that one. Let's make sure that's straight. Flat to the board. Looks like it is. Looking good. Okay, this has made this hell of an easy. I've got to say, it's made it really a lot easier to solder this. I'm not saying it would have taken me twice as long, but it certainly would have took me longer if I didn't have this PCB holder. So thanks to Mr. Andrew Alsver. I don't think Andrew's in yet, is he? He's probably just having his tea. Yes, lead-free solder's horrible stuff, isn't it? Let's angle that up a bit more so you can see. Certainly pays to leave that little screen protector on before you solder. Don't take it off before. Leave it on there. Let's go over those once more. Because this is a real weak point for anything like this, is these pin headers and ribbon cables are always a pain, so you need to make sure these are bang on. A bit more solder on that one. That's one of our tacked ones. There we go. Job done. So yeah, really useful PCB holder from Mr. Andrew Alsver. It's wrong way around then. Let's put me in number 3. Let's get rid of that one. I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere. So that's about as far as we can go with that today. So that header sits in there. And then you've got to bend it down so it just sits over the top there. Not the best idea, I don't think. Pin header's not very stable, but you've got to bend it basically so that sits down flat. And that'll be our calculator. So we've got one one switch missing, and the IC and the IC holder. So there we are. Bit of fun. Hope you've enjoyed that today. Sorry we couldn't finish it. Well, we wouldn't have been able to finish it anyway, to be fair. So I am out of time now. But we did spend a bit of time messing about, finding bits and pieces of information again, as usual. There's 3 of me now. There's 3 of me. That's better. Right, okay. Good luck bending the LCD pins. I got a voice. I'll just stick them in the voice pool, I think. Right, let's just check my chat, and then I'm going to knock it on the head, people. So thanks again today. Spanky's saying the coils. Yeah, basically Spanky's lost the bottom end. He hasn't lost it. The bottom end has moved up the scale. I'm not sure if the bottom or the top end has moved. It could be. I mean, I would try and trim the trimmers first in the vari-cap, Spanky, because I think it's moved. The scale has moved to the right, I think, hasn't it? So yeah, you need to pull the bottom end. The lower frequency is those coils. The higher frequency is the trimmers. Rum which is equal to the power of 3 beers. We need a beer calculator, do we? I need to put little beers underneath there. So don't forget the link there that Paul's just popped back in again for Maggie braving the shave for Macmillan Cancer. There's a little picture of her on there as well. So George will do the same if we break £1,000. Will he really? Although he doesn't know yet. I think her target's only £300. It's quite a modest target. I'm sure we can beat that, really. I did pop something in there this morning, so fingers crossed. Cheers, Derrick. Yeah, if you get it in the post to me, Derrick, then we can finish it up. Might do it Thursday, but I'm trying to think what else I've got to do Thursday. I've got something else I was going to do on Thursday. I think it was the Selena I was going to get out on Thursday. Get that one done for Tony. Andrew, you've been watching along. You've seen that lovely PCB holder now in action, Andrew, for the first time. Yeah, I did say to George I'd pop it in the description to the video, Paul, so no worries. I did say to George I would pop it in there. Did I say to Paul I'd pop it in there? I don't know. Going slightly mad. Cheers, everybody. As I say, I will pop back on Thursday. I was only going to do one stream this week, but you know, obviously people still want to keep the streams going. It's not really locked down anymore because we are sort of still got restrictions, but it has been eased a lot. So yeah, the PCB holder from Mr. Andrew Alsford did save the day. So there we are. All sorted. Saved the day, Andrew. So bye everybody, catch you on Thursday, unless you're any different. And don't forget, Maggie, brave the shave. Give her some support.